This year, the Japanese Grand Prix qualifying session delivered a shockwave that left fans and pundits alike questioning. Why did Lewis Hamilton, the seven-time world champion, only manage to secure P8? Buckle up because the story behind this unexpected result is layered with drama, controversy, and unforeseen challenges. As the intense heat of the Japanese Grand Prix qualifying began to build, all eyes were on Lewis Hamilton. Suzuka is one of his favorite tracks, a high-speed, high-downforce circuit that rewards precision and bravery, especially through the legendary S-curves and the daring Turn 1. Hamilton had been gradually building up through Q1 and looked poised for a strong Q2 push. But everything changed in a flash, and it happened at one of the worst possible moments. Here's what happened in detail. During Q2, Hamilton was on a flying lap, which means he was at full speed, tires in the optimal window, car setup dialed in, pushing the limits through the first sector. He approached Turn 1, a fast, sweeping right-hander where you carry tremendous speed, and that's when disaster struck. Ahead of him on the racing line was Carlos Sainz. Sainz was either just beginning a cool-down lap or preparing for a hot lap, but he was going significantly slower. Now, in qualifying, cars on outlaps or cool-down laps are expected to immediately get out of the way if a driver on a hot lap is approaching. Teams are supposed to warn their drivers using radio messages, flags, or GPS awareness tools in real time. But in this case, Williams did not inform Sainz in time that Hamilton was rapidly approaching. And so as Hamilton blasted into Turn 1, instead of seeing a clear track, he saw Sainz's car still on the racing line, completely blocking the ideal trajectory through one of the most critical corners of the lap. Now, what this meant for Hamilton: he had to lift off the throttle and even adjust his steering to avoid a high-speed collision. Any contact here would have been catastrophic. His momentum was completely destroyed. Turn 1 sets the tone for the entire first sector at Suzuka. Lose time here and it bleeds through to the rest of the lap. In qualifying, where margins are measured in hundredths of a second, even the slightest delay is unforgivable. Hamilton's lap was compromised beyond saving. He couldn't abort and go again immediately because Suzuka is a long track and there's a limited window to get another flying lap in Q2. On top of that, tire performance dropped sharply after 1 or 2 laps of full send, especially on a technical circuit like this. Almost immediately, the stewards launched an investigation into the incident. Hamilton's frustration was obvious, even if he kept it composed on the radio. After the session, both drivers were summoned to explain the situation. Williams admitted that they failed to warn Sainz in time. That sealed the verdict. Sainz was handed a 3-place grid penalty for impeding another driver, a standard punishment when a car on a slow lap blocks another on a fast one. But this punishment didn't change the outcome for Hamilton. The damage had been done. Sainz fell back on the grid, but Hamilton, who likely had the pace for P4 or P5, was stuck in P8. He simply didn't have another shot at a clean lap when it mattered most. This wasn't just a racing incident. It was a strategic failure by another team that had a direct effect on Hamilton's championship hopes. While the FIA did what they could by punishing Sainz, it still left fans wondering, should more be done when a driver's qualifying result is permanently affected? And for Hamilton, the job just got a lot harder. Starting P8 at Suzuka means fighting through the midfield, managing tire wear, and hoping for a strategic masterstroke or safety car to bring him back into play. Starting from P8 isn't just uncharacteristic for Lewis Hamilton, it's a position that changes everything. It shifts the strategy, it forces aggression, it transforms the tone of the race. And at Suzuka, a circuit known for its punishing layout and limited overtaking opportunities, Hamilton's Sunday afternoon just became exponentially more difficult. But here's the thing. Hamilton is no stranger to adversity. In fact, some of his greatest drives have emerged not when he was leading, but when he was chasing, when his back was against the wall, when doubt crept in from outside and fire was ignited within. This weekend could be one of those moments. Let's zoom out for a second. The 2025 season is shaping up to be one of the most tightly contested in years. Red Bull is still the benchmark, but not invincible. Ferrari and Mercedes are creeping closer. McLaren's aero package has come alive, and Hamilton, he's still fighting for an 8th world title, a goal that's not just about numbers anymore, but legacy, redemption, and history. Every position lost in qualifying is a point lost in the championship race. And when the title fight is this close, starting 8th instead of 4th can have massive implications over the course of a season. If Hamilton finishes P5 instead of P3 because of Saturday's obstruction, that could be the moment we look back on in Abu Dhabi and say, that's where it slipped away. Big Ma. Now the big question, can he climb back? That's the question on every fan's lips. Can Hamilton turn P8 into a podium? If anyone can, it's him. But it will take a lightning start, flawless tire management, a strategic masterstroke from Ferrari, and maybe, just maybe, a little rain. If all of that comes together, we could be talking about one of the most remarkable recoveries of the season. This isn't just about one race. This is about momentum, about sending a message to the paddock, about staying in the title hunt. A poor result here and the championship math starts to tilt. But a podium or a victory against the odds, and suddenly the title fight reignites like a powder keg. So buckle up, because when Lewis Hamilton is cornered, that's when he becomes most dangerous. What are your predictions for Hamilton's race performance? Do you believe the FIA's penalty for Sainz was justified? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you're hungry for more in-depth F1 analyses and behind-the-scenes insights, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. The world of Formula One is ever evolving, and we're here to keep you at the forefront of every twist and turn. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's dive deep into the heart of racing.